Especially watch out for secrets. So if somebody says they've got sort of this secret or unrecognized thing that the rest of the medical profession, the rest of humanity isn't smart enough to notice, then the chances are they're wrong. Now, they might be right. Every now and then, some weirdo idea comes along. There's a guy in the 1940s who had this idea of this thing called penicillin. It was a really good idea. There was a guy who had a vaccine against smallpox. It was a pretty good idea. So there are ideas that are initially disqualified by the general medical profession that end up being really good. Helicobacter pylori for stomach ulcers was one from my own university that was widely discouraged, widely condemned until we found out it was right. So the reason we found out it was right is we looked cynically at the data and realized that no matter how cynically we looked at the data, the guy was right. So when we're thinking about these things, just because it's a secret doesn't mean it's wrong, but it probably means it's wrong. If it's a secret, it should have some pretty fundamental data supporting it. It could be a case series. It doesn't have to be a randomized controlled trial. It could be a case series. It could be your observations. And it usually will be something that you can test without harm to yourself. So think of all those things in as you approach this. And the reason we push lifestyle medicine and are trying to encourage the whole medical profession to realize the centrality of lifestyle medicine in good healthcare, in scientific healthcare, is because there's no money to be made in lifestyle medicine. And so there's very little promotion of it. So it's not as if my colleagues are anti-lifestyle medicine. They often just don't have the time. They don't have the personal inclination. But lifestyle medicine goes back to Hippocrates. So there's nothing secretive about lifestyle medicine, for example, in contrast to some other things. And watch out for a test. Breast thermography is a good example. It's a test that has been around for probably 70 years. The reason most of us don't use it is it's not a very good test. And so this is where I ask yourself, is this a good test? And what do we base this on? Especially if it's something for which there's a lot of data. So be cynical, be thoughtful, be inquisitive, and remember not to ignore the basics of your food, your exercise, your waistline, and how well you take care of your friends and family.